Hi, this is Kribakaran Rajendran, founder of algo trading firm Squareoffbots.com. So, as we all know, there has been the weekly expiry option has been removed, and we have only Nifty and Sensex. So, starting from this week, what are the changes as a trader we need to go through? So, those things we'll see. And first thing that we need to see is the lot size will not be changed for now. Instead, the ELM margin will be applicable on expiry days. So, this extreme loss margin is nothing but you need to pay an additional margin money if you are going to trade on expiry days. We will see what is the approximate margin that is required. And then we will also see what are the new changes we have implemented in Squareoffbots. And then I'll address how user can create their own trading strategy with Squareoffbots. And also I'll try to explain what are the things that you could backtest in AlgoTest and deploy the same at Squareoffbots at completely at free of cost. So first let's get started with the margin requirement. Consider these are the symbols and these are the respective LTPs. So it could be at anywhere, but just for an example, I've taken this as a consider current LTP. Accordingly, I've calculated the margin. So currently these are the lot sizes. So the lot size is going to change not in the coming weeks. It's going to take some couple of more weeks. So this is the revision of lot size. So if you could see, first let's focus on Nifty, Bank Nifty and Sensex. And with respect to Nifty weekly options, 19th December, that will be the last date with respect to the current Nifty lot size. Their new lot size will be from 2nd Jan 2025. And Sensex weekly, Jan 3rd 2025, that will be the last expiry with respect to the old lot size, and from 10th Jan onwards new lot size will be applicable. So we don't need to be worried about the new lot size for now. So let's focus on the margin requirement. So currently consider these are the lot size, and if someone wants to trade a normal short straddle, this is the overall margin requirement. So for now we'll focus only on these two indices, since only these two indices have the weekly expiry for now. So for the other indices, people who wanted to trade, let them trade on the last week of every month, because these are going to be only monthly options going forward. So with respect to Nifty and Sensex, this is the one lot margin requirement if you're going to do a short straddle approximately. So 85,000 is what you need for Nifty and 1.35 lakhs is what you need for Sensex. And this is without considering any OTM edge. And if you use an OTM edge, 40,000 is the margin requirement and 70,000 is the margin requirement. So these are the new margin requirement as of yesterday. So going forward, the ELM margin will be applicable where 2% margin will be collected. So with respect to 2% margin, it will be on the overall contract value. So in that case, if you see, if you're going to trade Nifty on Thursday, you need additional 25,000 rupees. And if you need to trade on Sensex on Friday, you need additional 32,000 rupees, approximately 33,000 rupees. So the overall margin requirement, if you wanted to trade on expiry days, then almost 1.1 lakh is what you need to trade on Nifty, and almost 1.67 lakhs is what you need to trade with respect to Sensex. But this is considering without any hedges. So if you wanted to trade with hedge, the same OTM hedge, then this will be the approximate margin requirement. I mean, this is with hedge, this is without hedge. So if you are going to trade on expiry days with with hedge of 10 legs or 20 legs, 65,000 is what you need with respect to Nifty, and almost 1 lakh is what you need with respect to Sensex. Overall, the capital requirement has been increased considering the huge volatility or huge participation on expiry days. So you need to keep this in mind when you're trading on expiry days. On non-expiry days, you don't need to spend this additional ELM margin. So for non-expiry days, this is what you would be required without hedge, and this is what you would be required with hedge. So now coming back to the Squareoffbots platform, so the home page is still the same, but the overall dashboard has been changed. So if you're totally new to the Squareoffbots platform, let me repeat again. So these are the brokers that we support, and we recommend these two brokers for error-free executions, Alice Blue and Dan. And we provide our platform completely free of cost to all the users who open an account with these two brokers. So once you open an account, you just have to log in and click on your respective broker and enter your details using your credentials. So authenticate with your details, and then it will take you to the dashboard. So now once you log in, initially this is how it will be like. Since you need to create specific strategy templates, or you can create the strategy from scratch. First, let's focus on strategy templates. So there are two templates: baskets, where templates are nothing but it pops up with pre-built legs where you can modify any existing conditions from there, where you can change the entry time parameters, you can change the stop loss parameters, or you can go with the default templates. So let me show how the baskets is going to be. So you click on baskets. So if you click on baskets, it will automatically populate the respective legs and the respective edges. So basically the baskets are segregated into two types: morning basket and afternoon basket. The morning basket starts at 9:20 and ends at 1:10, and then evening basket starts at 1:15 and ends at 3:10. So let's focus on the first basket, which is triggers at 9:20 a.m. So if you see the edge leg 1, this is nothing but hedge leg 1. So there are two hedges that are created, one for CE and one for PE, where it buys hedges that are closer to the 5 rupees options, and it executes at 9:20 a.m. first. So first these edges are executed, and then it starts looking for strikes which are closer to 100 rupees. So with respect to Bank Nifty, it is checking whatever the price that are closer to the 100 rupees, those strikes will be chosen with respect to CE and PE. So first edge is executed, and then these short orders are executed, and you use a 25% stop loss with respect to individual leg. So with respect to CE and with respect to PE, 25% is the overall stop loss that gets chosen. And if any one stop loss gets hit, the other one, the stop loss move to cost. This is this templates, and there is no stop loss associated with respect to the hedges. So what happens if your sell position is closed, the buy position, the hedge position remains open till 1:10 p.m. so that if market moves in one sided direction, the hedges tends to make money, you make good profits out of it. And then by 1:10 the overall morning basket gets closed, so that the margin gets freed up, and the noon basket gets triggered, where similarly at 1:15 it looks for hedges which is closer to the 5 rupees option and buys that, both CE and PE. And with respect to the short options, it again looks for strikes which are closer to 100 rupees, and it shorts both call option and put option, but this time the stop loss used is 70%. So earlier it uses a 25% minimal stop loss, second half it uses a 70% a wider stop loss. And the reason it uses the wider stop loss is, based on the statistical evidence, it is confirmed that mostly the first of the session is always going to be trending, so we use a smaller stop loss to capture the big trending moves. So the stop loss gets hit on one side and the other side decays, and also we make money out of edges. The second half, so mostly it's going to be range bound statistically, so we use a wider stop loss so that both CE and PE we make profits due to theta decay. So here's the backtest results with respect to algo test of Nifty and Sensex, where you could trade it on all days. So the overall drawdown, if you see, it is almost static. It did not drastically change at all. So overall drawdown for 10 lots is approximately 50,000 rupees only, and this is for 10 lots, and these are the yearly returns that it has generated, and these are the maximum drawdowns on a year-to-year basis. So let's see how you can add this baskets and trade using Squareoffbots. So you just click on create and select the drop down here, and then you can see ATS and baskets here. So you can just click on baskets, and there you have to select Sensex, and then the default parameters appears, and you just come here and click save as and give a strategy name. So you just wanted to trade Sensex baskets and click on submit. Then it gets saved. Then now you click on trade, and then in the drop down, whatever the thing that you have saved shows up here. Select it from the drop down and then click on add strategy. Now you will see this. Sometimes it gets updated, sometimes you don't get updated. In that case, what you have to do is just refresh the screen once, so that you would be able to click on and modify it. So I just added it, and now it shows up here. So now if I wanted to change the lot size, I'll just change the lot size to whatever the lot size. Say suppose I want to trade with 10 lots with the same default settings. Just click on that, then it's 10 lots is updated, and click on trade, so that the bot gets updated and it will be in running state. So similarly, if I wanted to trade with respect to Nifty baskets, I come to create. So now select the drop down here, select the baskets here, and then select Nifty here. So by default all the value gets updated here, so you just click on save as, give a name Nifty BAS, so don't give a space here, and click on submit, and the strategy gets saved. So now you click on trade, and in the drop down give the name that you have selected and click on add. It gets added. So automatically the value gets populated, and you just change the lot size as per your wish. Whatever the lot size you wanted to trade, change the lot size, click on set, and it gets updated, and then click on trade. Then the status gets automatically will be in pending updation. So once the trigger time comes at 9:20, then the respective orders will go through and the status gets changed automatically. Similarly, you can now add the ATS as well. So from the drop down, go to create and click on ATS, and know all the necessary ATS populates. Say suppose if you wanted to trade with Sensex ATS, click on Sensex and click on save strategy, and the Sensex ATS gets saved. So you can change the hedge levels here based on whatever the parameters. Say suppose if you wanted to keep a hedge level of 3, that also can be changed. And then I wanted to trade with Nifty as well. So I'm clicking on Nifty and I wanted to trade Nifty with 2 hedge. Then I click on save and Nifty ATS, it gets saved. So now we go click on trade, so that you go back to the drop down and now you select the respective ATS. So we wanted to trade with Sensex ATS and Bank Nifty ATS. So I select Sensex ATS from the drop down, click on add strategy, and it gets added with the default settings like 10 hedge. And lots, if I wanted to change it, I can change to the whatever the lots that I wanted to trade, and click on set and click on trade, and it gets updated. Similarly, I wanted to trade the Nifty ATS as well. So I select it from the drop down, click on add, and it gets added as per my hedge, where I've given hedge level of 2. So it gets updated here. So if I wanted to change the lot size, I can change the lot size here, click on set and click on trade. That's it. So all you have to do is update these things every day between 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock every day, and these settings gets updated and respective orders gets triggered based on the trigger time. Now let's see if someone wants to create a normal short straddle strategy. Say suppose I wanted to create a Nifty short straddle strategy. Then all you have to do is click on create from scratch. Then it comes up and you just select the underlying, whatever the underlying that you wanted to trade. Say suppose I wanted to trade a Nifty short straddle. Then I select Nifty here and click on add leg. So you would see a newly added and leg 1, which is whatever the leg that you wanted to short. Say suppose we wanted to short ATM call option and ATM put option. So I just clicked on sell. So this shorts an ATM CE, and I'll copy leg, and this one shorts PE. So we are selling a 920 short sell strategy here, and I've selected ATM here, and I wanted to keep a 25% stop loss. 25% stop loss. So by default it is 25%. If you wanted to change it to 30% also, you can just change it to 30. That's all. So now I have not selected any hedge. If you wanted to select an hedge, you can select an hedge as well. Say click on no hedge, and then it adds a 10 leg away as a OTM option. For Nifty, the intervals is on 50s. So which means that if you're selecting 10, then 500 leg away will be the chosen one. Say suppose 25,000 is the call option which you have shorted, then 25,500 call option will be the hedge leg, and 24,500 put option will be the hedge leg here, since you have selected 10 strikes away. Now whatever things that you have selected here, then it's done. Then you click on save as. So I'm giving the strategy Nifty SS and something. The strategy gets saved. So now all I have to do is just click on trade, and I wanted to trade the Nifty short strategy here. Select it from the drop down, click on add strategy, and it gets added here automatically. Just change whatever the lot size that you wish to trade and click on set, and then click on trade. That's it. It is in running condition, and based on your trigger time, it gets automatically triggered. And not only short straddle, you can do short strangle as well, where similarly you add the leg and you click on sell, where I have selected both C and P, right? So instead of ATM, I can choose strikes based on price. Like I wanted to short any specific call option which trades near 50 rupees on both call side and put side, and I wanted to keep a 25% stop loss, 25% stop loss, and I want to use a similar hedge which is 10 strikes away, and I've selected everything. So based on the price, so whatever the price you specify, accordingly those short strangle will be selected, where I can click on save as, and I can say Nifty STR submit, and it gets saved automatically. And you can just go to trade, and from the drop down select the one which you have given us an input, and click on add strategy, and it gets added here. Whatever the lot size you wish to trade with, update the lot size and click on set and click on trade. That's it. So you can create your own short straddle, you can create your own short strangle, where the only certain limitations where you have when you are creating a strategy is, Say suppose I have created a short straddle here. So what are the limitations we have here? So the first limitation is we have stop loss only based on the overall premium percentage. So that you can give in terms of percentage, 25%, 30%, whatever it is, or you can give in terms of absolute values. Say suppose if we have no strike, if we have shorted a particular strike at 50 rupees and I wanted to keep a 20 rupees stop loss, then you can mention it in absolute numbers. But there is no specific availability of selecting based on underlying. So those features will be added soon in the coming weeks. And also currently there is no option to have SL to cost, where if stop loss of one leg is hit, other leg SL moving to cost. That is available by default with basket templates, but with the strategy which you create from the scratch, those features are not yet available. That will also be added in the coming weeks. So if you guys have any specific doubts, or if you guys have any specific feedback to make the platform much better, or whatever the little things which you expect that could greatly help you in order to get a better execution, please do post it in comment section. We'll definitely take those feedbacks and we'll try to implement as many features as possible based on your feedback. So please feel free to comment whatever the things that you want us to implement in the platform. We'll try to consider that. So thank you so much for your time. In case if you have any specific doubts with respect to whatever things I've explained, please post it in the comment section. I'll address it. Thank you.